I gave up on political parties years ago. I never understood what a party was. I never understood what they stood for. There was a time when it was sort of clear Republicans and Democrats and left and right, those terms meant something. And then all of a sudden, something happened. In fact, my Democratic friends don't know this, but it's true. I saw it. I'm sure you've seen it as well. A virus, a parasite, something that came in, something that is responsible, something that I guess either acted as a virus or a parasite or something, came in and took over the operational system of the Democratic Party, took over. They used to be rational. I used to dig the Democratic Party. I understood what they stood for: anti-war, civil rights, things that made sense, progressive issues that were truly progressive, nothing to do with transgendered, puberty blocking mastectomies, orchiectomies, penectomies. No, I don't know what that is. Where did that come from? Lunacy in terms of, well, I haven't even talked about it yet, but restorative justice and the whole notion of the critical legal studies aspect and critical race theory and what happened? Who are these people? Who is in charge? And then Joe Biden came along, and that was it. That was a coup de grace. That was the Mr. Auto Pen, just signing away things that nobody even knows about. And the Democrats know nothing about this. They just look the other way. They just assumed, well, it's not Trump, right? Well, my question now is, who's going to save us? I have a very simple question, and I want everybody to ask this. When you talk to friends of yours who are thinking about voting Democrat in 2024, ask them, it's a takeoff of the old Reagan line where he says, are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? My question is, do you want 4 more years of this? Do you have any idea of what they are planning? Do you know what is going on? These are the people who all of a sudden say no gas stoves. We want to get rid of all combustion engines and they're not kidding. They're not just saying this. They want everybody to ride public transportation. If you're in New York City and if you want to see what's happening kind of on a lower level, look at this thing called congestion pricing. All of a sudden you've got tolls in your city just to drive. You've got to pay a toll just to drive down the block because of congestion pricing. They don't want you to drive. They want you home. They want you on bikes. They don't want you out. They want to imprison you. And they've got a great beta test under their belt. They know exactly what they can do. They know exactly about shelter in place. They know what you will tolerate, and they know that you won't fight back. At least they think that. Let me continue with that, but first let me thank you for watching this. Let me ask you to please like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And also remember our sponsor at mypillow.com. If you put in promo code Lionel or you type in mypillow.com/Lionel, what do you get? Simple. Immortality, life forever. just, well, you don't get that, but some of the best products ever will allow you to luxuriate and sleep. And the thing that they're selling more of now that you can't imagine, slippers. They've got closeout sales, mypillow.com. Great people, great folks. Promo code Lionel, go and check. It benefits us, you benefit them, and you'll be so glad you did. Now, America, what happened? I don't think that America recognizes what happened during COVID, during the lockdown, during this period of time when people lost their minds and they lost their attention and they lost their focus and they lost their will to resist. Do you remember years ago during the Boston Marathon bombing? Remember those two guys? Remember that? Speed bump and flashbang? Howie Carr named them. That's very good. They locked down an entire city of Boston, locked it down. It was a virtually, it was a beta test. It was a beta test for martial law, like nothing we've ever seen. It was a beta test. It was incredible. And the whole city said, sure, we'll go into our homes. And they locked down a city. And then when the police finally came and said, okay, you can come out now, we've got these, actually one guy, because one was killed, one person, you can come out now, they clapped. They applauded their jailers. This is when I saw, oh my God, this was Boston. You know, Southeast and Whitey Bulger, and oh my God, pliant, completely malleable, protean. They just gave in. Sure, no will to resist. What happened to us? What happened? We are tolerating things at levels I never thought possible. I always thought there was this inherent toughness that we had. I thought there was this wild, this very, very dangerous toughness that you would never want to incur or to invoke or to perturb. I always thought we had a revolutionary spirit. And if you pushed us too far, oh, woe unto you. I'm not so sure anymore. I'm not so sure. Every time I see somebody driving around alone in their car with a mask, I realize, my God, a part of our soul, it died. What happened? What happened to us? Who will save us? This isn't about a policy anymore. Who will bring us back? Our personality, our heart, our gut, our souls, our minds. Who will do this? Who are the people who are responsible for bringing us back our spirit and our guts? I cannot be any more serious. This is not, I know sometimes people think, wow, you're just saying that because, you know, that's what you're supposed to say on these political shows, you know, the end of the world. Oh, no, 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 no. I mean it. And you've got a choice in 2024. It comes down to simply this. If you dare get near a Democrat, another Democratic regime, I don't know you. Look at what happened with the Durham case. Look at Adam Schiff said, I wear my censure like a badge of honor. I basically initiated, orchestrated, and was responsible for the complete and total calamitous destruction of a man and his family and his followers who merely wanted to chart a new direction for this country. And they manufactured and choreographed and synchronized false charges. And this man stood before the world and said, I wear this as a badge of honor. This is the Democratic Party. What more do you need for me to say? What more? What can I tell you? What will really drive home the point? Can you think of anything? Is there anything I'm leaving out here? Do you recognize how important this is? Let me also tell you something. And this has a lot of my Republican friends very upset because as I've said, I'm a diehard independent, registered. I have no affiliation one way or another. The candidate that to me is the most exciting, that poses the most serious threat, an existential threat to the Democratic Party and the shadow government and the ruling class and the deep state, is Bobby Kennedy Jr. Because it's almost like parasitism from the opposite end. He is one of them. He will split that party right down the middle. And if there is truly a God, he'll go third party and hand the election to a Republican. Now, why would Bobby Kennedy be prone to do that? Well, why don't we look at what happened to his father and his uncle and how that can stick with you for a long time? As they say, revenge is a dish best served cold. Well, you can warm this baby up, because wouldn't that be something? He's caught nothing but grief from everybody. Oh, you're a crazy, you're some lunatic. Even his family, See, because the left, this radicalized left, this woke left, they are so brutal. They know no affiliation. They will brook no deviation from this maniacal fealty that you must show to the left. Well, those days are over. What will it take to return our government? This. If you think I'm saying this, if you think I'm exaggerating, you don't know me and you don't know how bad things are. So, my dear friend, I thank you. Thank you. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and the like. And don't forget our sponsor, mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. And now I ask you to comment as you see fit.